important. When I tell you stop, what that means is stop whatever you're doing. Give me a clean. Both of you gentlemen. Mr. Pacquiao, Mr. Bradley, let's do this.
Do it. All right. That in this looks like a fair fight, and we're underway.
He still, to me, looks significantly smaller. He has put together Bradley, and if this was a bodybuilding competition and very strict on his diet.
He has always worked hard his entire life. Look, genetically, he's gifted as we're out to a fast pace.
There's a Band-Aid there.
You know, I saw that at the weigh-in, too. Straight right hand lands from Bradley. I noticed that at the weigh-in. I figured that'd just be gone as he got back into the ring. Already, we've seen a quick pace here, and Bradley having some effectiveness. Oh, good shot.
Aggressive.
I tell you what, though, you can tell he has done his homework. He is throwing out a double jab every time he wants to get near him.
And he's looking for that counter right hand, which obviously works very well against guys. I'm not going to slow down anytime soon.
Historically great in that regard. Correct. You're absolutely right, Mario.
You know, I'm really surprised at how composed Bradley looks, how on his history is a fighter that likes to put pressure, is a fighter who's relentless, who swarms.
Good body shots, and those are...
Bradley doing a great job this first round.
Said before out the window when everyone clears out of the ring. Good counter right by Bradley. He is really making his mark in the first round, establishing himself with authority.
And let's keep in mind, Pacquiao, much like Randallizer, that can change the fight.
There it is. He just threw it. The left hand. That is one of the best weapons in the sport. The straight left hand from Pacquiao. Now he goes to work.
Pacquiao measuring him and getting the time in a little bit more, and now he's starting to warm up, Brian.
Firing again, but that one was slipped by Bradley. Outstanding first round. Both in the center.
He has intense, asking him to step back and strictly asking him to counter every time Pacquiao goes aggressive. Take back and counterpunch and let go of that right hand. He'll walk into something.
Round number 2 here. You'll see some apprehension, some feeling out, some rough work as he catches a straight left hand from Pacquiao. But
and I think Bradley has that's exactly the hook that I thought Pacquiao is going to catch him with, much like Kendall Hope. And this is what I was talking about earlier, Brian, that now the swarming and the rapid punches.
Fight out of that. Don't look to me. Fight out of that, fellas. And I tell you what, Bradley showed he's got the Bushido. He's got the fighting spirit in that, hey, if I'm close to you, I'm going to try to harm you.
Well, and I firmly believe Pacquiao's right hook is going to be the secret weapon tonight.
It just landed too, Mario. You're spot on. That right hook.
Good job of sticking to his game plan, still counter-punching, which, by the way, I think is his best plan of attack.
What an answer by Timothy Bradley as he gets backed up. Bradley then just... I've seen big guys bulldoze him. I've seen De La Hoya jab at him, but I've never seen him go back by a guy.
That's the page they're turning to now.
Manny Pacquiao going to wade through the fire of Miguel Cotto, of Antonio, and just as fluid offensively.
A high-volume output is what Timothy Bradley has. A high-volume output. If he's able to stand and trade with him, then it will get... Here's Manny Pacquiao with a big left hand. Bradley taking that punch rather well. They're so passionate about it. Boo boys coming in.
Joel Diaz in the corner says, you're controlling the fight. Other words coming in through saying, don't get careless. Wow, a good body shot. There have been 2 occasions as Bradley measures Pacquiao, moves in right away. He's being aggressive. There's been twice as he catches him with a hook where he has been hit with some. So far, though, what we've seen, and a jab and a quick left hand there by Pacquiao lands. So he's getting closer, but good head.
I don't know if he's got something to prove him. Beautiful combination from Pacquiao.
Bradley fires right back. Good, and those are 3-punch combinations he's throwing. Of course, recently coming to a clean life. I think this is purely an element of what he is facing in the ring as he backs up Bradley now and goes after
Pacquiao.
And by the way, living a clean, hard life his whole life.
Yes.
I mean, he has built himself for this moment. Biggest moment of his life. Look at the head movement by Bradley. He got caught with something and moved, but he was just off balance.
Impressed by the defense of Timothy Bradley as well. Time as he usually does.
You could make a case that Timothy Bradley has won all 3 rounds here tonight.
Yes.
I gave the first 2 to Bradley, trying to score it. I know it's not an official score. I'm also calling the fight, but I'm just pointing out what I'm...
The counterpunch is close to the aggressor.
Good body shot there by Bradley. Left hook to the body, and Pacquiao starts to get riled up. He is going to have to fight fire with fire here with Bradley.
Oof, there's that right hook.
Both landed on that. Good exchange by both. Pacquiao now digging in with an uppercut.
Down of that old sort of James Toney tuck and roll. I'm not getting hit.
Now, he blocked a lot of those shots, but when you're landing all of those and you're putting them out there, that looks impressive to a judge. and this very well could go yards. He's impressing the judge. Good body shot there by Pacquiao.
If you notice, though, other than this moment, he's been...
Pacquiao lands in the left hand. Lands in the left hand, and Bradley wobbles a little bit. It didn't look like much at first, but he snapped the head back, and Bradley could be hurt. Another body shot by Pacquiao. Bradley moving his head.
Bradley seeing the overwhelming amount of punches that you cannot take advantage.
That's a good professional move by Bradley. We saw that recently with Floyd Mayweather against Shane Mosley. He got hurt, he held on. Can Bradley hold on?
Nice body shot and a nice left hook by Pacquiao. Oh, a nice right by Bradley.
Counter right by Bradley punctuates. It's a very unconventional fighter. And it's the shots that you don't see that really hurt you. And it looked like Bradley just got his head moved, and then he spun back. And to see that moment of weakness.
Knock out his opponent. Still doesn't do enough to just get by. Wants to please people.
Tell you what, he also has, look, he's engaged in the fight now. He's not thinking of winning rounds.
Right.
But if you take a step back, he has to also start winning rounds. Good jab there by Pacquiao. Because a tinge of energy drain on Bradley's part. Not tired, not posting, but just stepping off the accelerator a little bit.
Looks like he could fight 100 rounds in a row.
Oh, uppercut. Got to Bradley. No, he's hurt. Moves back along the ropes. Pacquiao hurt. Bradley moving forward, now lunging forward.
And that does not bode well for a Pacquiao uppercut.
Winging power shots from both fighters. They're going to war. Tremendous fight.
Manny Pacquiao coming up with a big left hook. Really catching up.
We saw Timothy Bradley's wife, Monica, earlier, and she was still looking on with trepidation. She knows what her husband is in for. And wasn't it a different corner for Bradley that time?
It's out of respect for his power or just to time him like that, but he's chosen to fight in spurts.
Bradley has been better when he's been on the attack constantly.
Yeah.
Pacquiao,
because of the delay and warming up. Not to take anything away from Timothy Bradley, who's been executing a great game.
Well, that's it. Even you mentioned, look, Cotto was a complete fighter coming in, and Pacquiao had to just wade through the fire to take him out. But Cotto and Margarito both don't have the tight hands. Quieter round now, but this is a round that is also scored and means just as much as the other ones.
And he's catching him a lot with those uppercuts, and he's got him in the corner. Let's see. Oh, that's a beautiful body shot.
Two good shots from Pacquiao. Now Bradley in the corner.
Having head movement that they clearly worked on in camp, and it's turning out really, really well.
Bradley has slowed down just a bit.
And I think if Pacquiao attacked the body flying at this point, he might stop him.
Mario, who won that round, though?
Now, here is that flurry I was talking about. Got him in the corner, and there was a big uppercut right there that landed. We can't see on that angle. Another great body work here. It was a hard right he gave him right to the body. There it is.
Fight, Brian Kenny and Mario Lopez here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. We've seen great action, but that is the classic case of, do you go for the greater punishment in a short spurt, or a full 2 minutes where it was only Bradley doing the work? I don't have an exact answer, but I'm saying it lands. We had a member of Bradley's team come crashing down on the side of our table here.
That was his father.
That was his.
And a lot of concern and dangerously close to headbutting right in front of us here.
Bradley turned around quickly, just fought and landed his most effective shots where he hasn't had full impact or leverage. He's just thrown these
carries.
He is one of the most physically unimposing champions I've ever seen. And yet, he's one of the greatest champions the sport has ever had.
Yes.
Fighting off the ropes now. Pacquiao spinning and throwing a right uppercut. He likes this.
Bradley wants to get into.
Yeah, he wants it smooth. He wants to stick out the jab. He wants to double up on the jab. By the way, doubling up on the jab has kind of gone away.
It has, and that's what was so effective.
That's a good combination. Answering with the left hand is Pacquiao. Any of these shots can put someone down.
I mean, forget the number of fights that he's had. They've been physical wars, and it's bound to take its toll. There's an exchange where they're in the corner where I'm really surprised Manny, that's where Timothy Bradley usually does some of his best.
Manny Pacquiao, a 3-time Fighter of the Year. The only other men to have done so, Evander Holyfield, Sugar Ray Leonard, Joe Frazier, and Muhammad Ali. Wow. That's good company.
Excellent company. He deserves to be there.
The judge who had it 4-3 Bradley right now.
Conceivably, I agree. However, I think the most important thing right now is the momentum seems to be with
for these, because he needs to be at such a high work rate to beat this man.
Yes,
good body shots by Bradley. Now he tries to fire off a double. We'll take another look at that if we get a chance. But Bradley again against Devin Alexander seemed to be jumping in with his head the whole night, and good shot there. Right hook again by Pacquiao. Bradley answers back. Look at the knockouts
Nice.
after round 7. Look, Pacquiao's a machine. Bradley is a guy who will box and beat you and physically impose his will. Right, it must be different for him fighting someone who's basically his size.
I can't remember the last time Pacquiao fought somebody.
The punching power can come from there.
Well, that's why he's got to stretch those guys out. It's going to take a second.
In round 8. It's not a round off, but they just level.
Manny Pacquiao usually likes to close out rounds strong, so let's see.
Bradley trying to move his head, tries to answer as well.
Let's take a look at what appears to be an unintentional head, but yeah.
No, he brought his head dirty. Doesn't excuse what he did,
Right.
but that just shows you a lot of fighters do have trouble with guys who come in with their heads. By the way, both of these guys have large heads.
Yes, they do.
They do.
That's a really good thing to point out. They have helmets for heads.
I don't have scientific get-go. Both guys came out firing and throwing combinations, murderous combinations. Bradley loses his balance there. You better regain it quickly because you rarely see him out of balance, out of sorts.
You see quick hands often, but it's rare when you see a combination of quick hands and quick feet.
Bradley, you could tell, went to the ropes and thought, I'm okay, I'm far away from him. And then within a millisecond, fight will not close you. He's got great closing speed. Beautiful combination.
Uppercuts.
That was a dazzling combination by Manny Pacquiao. And now they start to trade. A lot of time left in this round. Plenty of time to get it on. Beautiful work by Pacquiao.
Another uppercut. Beautiful left hand by Pacquiao.
Bradley is wading right into the fire. This could be very... Robert Byrd wanted them both to not, have the clash of heads that we are concerned about. Strafing hook from Bradley as they exchange. Good body shot. And another by Bradley. These are scoring blows. Look, you might go in thinking, hey, Pacquiao should be winning this fight. Bradley does that one straight up the middle by Pacquiao. And a body shot he follows up. Maybe Pacquiao does wait, as you said. He likes to... Again, don't look at body language. Look at the body shots.
And that was a nice left hand by Pacquiao. You're going to overwhelm him with punches. You got something else coming.
I tell you what, that was quietly...
Lots of exchanges right here. Big uppercut from Pacquiao landed right there. Another uppercut, I believe, is coming.
I'm pro Bradley, I'm pro both guys. But I'm trying to point out, that's a scoring shot. That's a scoring shot.
Sure.
Bradley is still scoring in this. I'm pro Bradley, I'm pro both guys. But I'm trying to point out, that's a scoring shot. That's a scoring shot.
Sure.
Bradley is still scoring in this.
Same. And continue to go to the body, which he just did.
Footing shot, so that's a 3-punch combination. 2 of them landed by Bradley, another shot lands. Bradley landing with the... Countering right hand by Bradley as he moves away. Face still looks clean.
It does look very clean. He's cutting a lot of clean shots too. He's got a fighter-friendly face, meaning his features. He doesn't have the Eric Morales nose, if you will.
Right.
He's got a nice big
career that he's had as an amateur and as a pro. Wow, big right hand just slapped it on the side of the head. Pacquiao, as if to say, yeah, the double jabs up the middle, throwing winging hard shots. He keeps moving away from Pacquiao in his power left hand.
This is world-class fighting right here. These two guys, world-class athletes.
Cotto and fight straight in front of him. Suddenly he's not on his toes dancing anymore. That happens when you reach your mid-30s.
And the irony, it makes for much more entertaining fights.
Yep. When you slow down, suddenly it gets exciting. Wait for round 2. Fast hands. The hands are just as fast in the second fight. Yep. But the feet were both gone for the second fight as opposed to the first time they met. Here they've slowed down.
That round enough for him to win that round.
And the basic tenor of the conversation in the corner after round 10 for Timothy Bradley was time to be a warrior. You have 6 minutes left to achieve your lifetime goal and win a mega fight. Not just look great. Consistent work by Timothy Bradley and has kept the explosive champion and #1 and crumbles. And he says later, they were fractured. There's no fracture. There's no any type of dent in Timothy Bradley.
Circumstances going up, and he dealt with the tornado that is Pacquiao early on, and he seems to have made a nice adjustment.
It looked as though the momentum had indeed shifted, and it was about to become Pacquiao time. We could be seeing a tremendous upset. Bradley moving away.
And those hooks barely missing. Very important. The most thing I'm impressed by tonight is Bradley's defense.
He has never been pummeled. He has never accepted punishment in the corner as he spins out right now. Look at the footwork by Brown. This fight has flown by. 1 round to go. in Las Vegas. Bradley, these have been very difficult rounds to score. All I know is that Timothy Bradley has made a great account of himself, and he's extremely competitive here. Could he be on the verge of an upset? It's possible. Could we just be on the verge of another great Pacquiao? He would figure that he would have won to have to get that. Or possibly Mayweather in jail.
Not to leave any doubts.
I think they just used most of their ammo in the first 6 rounds, Mario. I think that they exhausted each other. Good work by Bradley in his corner. This is the most important round of the fight.
Important round of his
down to the floor. They jump into each other there awkwardly. For the crowd, you can hear the buzz. They're waiting for something big, and Bradley with a good answer. It was Bradley who's catching Pacquiao.
Bradley really got reinvigorated this.
Everything he had.
$113 for Bradley. Is it 115, 113 to the winner by split decision. And new WBO welterweight champion